You wake before dawn, not because you are important, but because someone important must not die today. The palace is still asleep. The torches burn low. The stone floors are cold beneath your bare feet. Somewhere beyond these walls, the city stirs. But here, silence reigns. And in that silence, you prepare for your duty. You are the royal food taster. History will never remember your name. But if you fail, it will remember the king's death. The Job no one envied, but everyone needed. Poison is the quiet language of power. Kings rarely die on battlefields. They die at tables, in goblets, in stews simmered too long, in honeyed wine offered with a smile. In this world, the blade is obvious. Poison is not. That is why you exist. You are not noble. You are not a servant either. You are something in between useful, expendable, tolerated. Your job is simple in words and terrifying in reality. Eat first, always. Every meal prepared for the king passes through you. Every drink, every sauce, every dessert. You do not choose what you eat. You do not ask who cooked it. You do not question the smell, the color, or the taste. You take the first bite, and then you wait. Waiting is the hardest part. You sit alone at a small table near the royal hall. The king watches from a distance, not out of concern, but calculation. If poison has been used, it will work quickly, or slowly, or not at all until nightfall. Some poisons burn, some numb, some paralyze the tongue before stopping the heart. Some give you hours to think about what is happening to your body. You are trained to notice everything. A metallic taste, a tightening in the throat, sweat forming too quickly, a heartbeat that suddenly feels louder than it should. Minutes pass. The king waits. Only when you show no signs, no shaking, no coughing, no collapse, does the meal move forward. The king eats because you lived. Your body is a tool. Over time, your body changes. You are exposed to trace amounts of poison again and again. Small doses, constant risk. Your stomach becomes strong. Your senses sharpen. Your fear dulls, but never disappears. Some tasters build a tolerance. Others don't. There is no retirement plan. If you survive long enough, you become experienced, valuable, trusted, but never safe, because poison is not the only threat. If the king dies even from illness, you will be blamed. If the queen falls sick, you will be questioned. If a rival prince collapses, you will be accused. You live under permanent suspicion. You are close to power, but never part of it. You hear everything. Whispers during meals. Arguments disguised as jokes. Threats wrapped in courtesy. You learn which nobles hate each other, which servants accept bribes, which dishes come from which kitchens. And that knowledge is dangerous. Too much knowledge has killed more tasters than poison ever did. You cannot speak freely. You cannot leave the palace without permission. You cannot form close friendships. Because loyalty is assumed, but never believed. The king thanks you with silence. The king rarely speaks to you. Gratitude would imply equality. And equality is dangerous. At best, you receive a nod, a glance. Occasionally, a gift meant to buy loyalty, not affection. You are paid well, but wealth means little when your life expectancy is short. You are fed daily, but food has become a threat rather than comfort. Every meal is a question mark, the poison that finally finds you. One day, the dish looks normal. Bread, meat, wine, familiar flavors. You taste, you swallow. At first, nothing. The king begins to eat. Then your hands tremble. Your vision narrows. The room tilts.
Help him!
Someone shouts. The king stands. Guards rush forward, but not to save you. To protect the king. Your body collapses onto the stone floor. You feel the poison working slowly, deliberately. This one was meant for patience, for certainty. As your breath shortens, you understand something terrible. This poison was not meant for the king. It was meant for you. When the taster becomes the target, you knew too much. You heard the wrong conversation. You noticed the wrong glance between nobles. You became inconvenient. Poison was the easiest solution. No investigation needed. No executioner required. No public scandal. You die quietly. The king survives. History continues. What history never says. No monument honors royal food tasters. No chronicler lists their names. Yet countless rulers lived long enough to rule because someone else ate first. Your legacy is invisible. You did not conquer lands. You did not issue decrees. You did not wear a crown. But you stood between power and death. History celebrates kings for surviving plots, but it forgets the ones who absorbed them. You were not brave by choice. You were brave by necessity. Your life was a shield. Your body was a warning system. Your death was acceptable. And that is the cruel truth of your legacy. You died so kings could live.